Oh man, I hate Mondays.
Nah, man, it's Tuesday.
Wait. What day is it?
You know what day it is? Tuesday. Brewsday, Tuesday.
Oh, fuck yeah. Grab a cold one. It's Brewsday Tuesday, brought to you by the Cellar and Six Pack Store. Here is DreZ and Huck.
And Big Nate.
Hey, Big Nate.
I had to go back to the OG.
I was wondering what you were gonna do because I knew we didn't have one that had all three for some reason.
Yeah, maybe I should get to that. It is Brewsday Tuesday, brought to you by the Cellar Restaurant and Six Pack Store in downtown Blacksburg. Huck, you were a frequenter of there before you moved.
Yeah, I mean, it's a block away, so I was always over there, either eating or drinking or
bothering
both.
Mikey.
Bothering Mikey. Yeah, sometimes I just go, like, if they have music downtown, you just go sit at a table there. And if you're really nice, but don't tell him I told you this could happen, Mikey will bring you beer out of the store to drink that they don't want that. But you're not supposed to.
That might be a
don't do it.
specialty
It's
for
illegal,
that
whatever.
might be a Huck Mikey.
Yeah, don't do it because it's illegal. Okay.
So obviously, if you didn't hear us promoting it, and maybe you're blind or deaf, Huck has returned once again.
I'm here.
And you were obviously, we had to open the door for you. We would anyways, but especially when you said, I got a bunch of barley wines that I could use some help drinking. I mean, you could drink it by yourself, but you're a sharing person.
I am not above bribery. I said, how can I get back on the show? These guys are cutting me out. They're doing it without me. And I know they miss me. So I said, I'll go and get some really, really good beer.
This is
and I'll wave it around.
By request, by the way. Don't act like I ran you off. You asked to step down.
Well, I was pretty sick, and I'm really not ready to come back. It's a lot of work doing a weekly show, as you guys well know.
Yeah, well, and especially it's more of a commute for you now. And of course, you are still battling, not 100%, but you seem better every time I see you.
Yeah, I'm like, now I'm saying I'm not sick. I'm just handicapped. So, and I'm trying to get better. I no longer call myself sick.
Handy capable.
Yeah, I'm handy capable. I'm actually doing pretty good. I was at a festival this weekend.
Well, I want to hear all about that. But first things first, I guess we should go around the horn and say what we're drinking. As we alluded to, it is going to be a big barley wine show. You handed me a bourbon barrel aged barley wine ale, the British style barley wine ale, which is aged in bourbon barrels this time around. This is from Highwire Brewing. And as you would imagine, since it is a barley wine, a nice hearty 10% on the ABV.
I've got the Combs barley wine. It's a product of Poland, 12% ABV. They say it's got rich and malty character, intense aroma. I can tell you it's got the intense aroma. We'll see about the rich and malty character. But it also says it's top fermented beer with a very rich, intense aroma and a complex taste in which malty sweetness perfectly harmonizes with the well-marked but smooth bitterness. But the fact that I like the best here is they give you your peak time to store it and keep it in storage, and it says 36 months. For 3 years, the beer changes in its taste, and but they also say it's up to you to decide how long your Combs will mature.
I'm guessing you haven't been sitting on that one for 3 years, have you, Nate? Or have you, Huck?
Oh no, that one I just got. Some of these, the ones in the next program are a little older, and I've had this one for a couple months.
Okay. Yeah,
so,
barley wines are one of those beers that you can
started,
definitely sit on them.
Right. We'll talk about that in a minute, about the history of barley wine.
Oh, I'm
But
intrigued.
the Thor, this is the Thor from, and a lot of people might not know this, Solstice Brewing, and it's out on the road between Blacksburg and Catawba. And
there's a brewery down there?
Yes, there is. And it's these young people, that means they're like 55, have opened it up, and they're making beer, and they just kind of hang out. They have music, they have food trucks, and they're only open like.
And this is on that back road.
That back road,
farms.
If you blink, you'll miss it.
Wow. Okay.
There's I don't know if you go that way. There's a kennel that's got a big sign. They're right near that, like next to that.
Okay.
So and just go up the hill. Couldn't get the RV in there, but
yeah
I did get the Jeep in there, and it's glad because it's crowded, so I was able to park on one of the picnic tables. So that worked out. But no, they got good. Anyway, they made this barley wine, and it's called Thor, which of course was the god of thunder, and that really fits barley wine. Barley wine being the big beer. You know, it's Huck's favorite.
Yeah,
Always
so-
has been.
And they're already doing. Well, I would say they're already doing. I'm assuming they're fairly new.
Yeah,
right?
last year.
Last year, okay. And so, and you just went fairly recently, or
Yeah, I
when
was
did
there about a month and a half ago.
you- Okay.
They closed from November to April.
So a seasonal brewery.
Yeah,
Interesting. Is
and
it
they
because?
have a mug club.
Oh, I do love a good mug club.
Yeah, they got the mug club, and like everybody. Well, I was in there. It's like I was there because the band was a buddy of mine, and Dan Ode. That's what he calls himself on the internet. He's a bass player, but he was playing with his buddy. I was there because they were there, and it was an interesting afternoon. The wind blew the power out, so yeah, I didn't have to pay. That's the best part. This is a free beer until I go back.
Well, that's the best.
Then I have
Until
to
they
pay.
hear this.
Yeah, they'll hear this. But he
you-
also said he made a couple of homebrews, so I'm gonna hit him up for those barley wines, and we'll try those another time.
Okay, I like it. I like
But
it.
anyway, this is a good 10% right in there.
So same. So they're all 10%.
This one's
right?
12.
Oh, yours was 12. Oh, so Nate
Yeah,
over there got the big boy.
You guys both chose wrong.
So you know the history of barley wine, do you? No?
I
No.
feel like I might know a thing or two about it, but I could definitely use a refresher from you, Huck.
So it was invented more or less in the 1500s, and it was a big beer made, of course, with barley, but because it's always 10% or more, they call it a barley wine, and because it's a big beer. And so, do you know the difference between a British barley wine and an American barley wine?
Well, I know that this one says it is a British style.
Right?
So if I had to guess, is it based on what barley you're using?
No, it's based on hops
Hops.
and a space between the word barley and wine in England, but not here in America. Even so, there you go. But we added hops to it, more or less.
Makes sense.
So that's the difference.
We would do something
We
add
like
hops
that.
to everything.
We love hops. So anyway, that's the 1500s. Really got going about 1902 when I can't remember because of my brain. Somebody started selling it in America, going for it. One of the big brewers back then. And barley wine's been around for a while. It's hard to find, but if you can find some, it's good.
Yeah. Anytime there's a barley wine on a menu at a brewery that you're at, you got to give it a shot.
You got to.
I mean, it's a requirement. I'm pretty sure.
Funny, not funny story. Similar beer, triple. We were in North Carolina and I saw a
Same.
triple in a 6-pack. Liz and I, of course, we'd been at the bar doing the samplers. So he said, grab a 6-pack of that to go. And we did. And this is a perfect case of
A
Karma.
whole 6-pack
A
of
6-pack
triples.
of triples.
Oh my goodness.
So we take it to the counter. And
Not even a
it's
4-pack, a
a
6-pack.
6-pack.
That's pretty ambitious.
And it was $12. We get to the thing, it was $10. We didn't think anything of it. Well, no, we didn't get the triple. And it was 2 hours out of our way. So I didn't go back, but I will go back.
I was gonna say if you paid $10 for a 6-pack of triples,
It was only 12, but it was at the brewery,
Yeah, but still,
I
I would
know.
have thought maybe they just scanned it. Sometimes
That's what I thought. I didn't even
sometimes
look at
they
it.
scanned for like it's a 1, but you scan the 6-pack or
I
if you
thought,
scan a 12-pack and it rings up as if like oh this is one
thought it-
one can of
Baker in your
liquid death.
favor.
Yes,
I thought it was because we ate there. They gave us a discount.
Mm.
So did Liz. And then we get to the campsite and pull it out, and it's a hoppy lager,
Oh,
which is
no.
actually it's very
Yeah.
good. It was good.
Beer's beer, but
But
Yeah.
when you're expecting a triple,
Yeah.
you think you got that deal.
I had the sunset working, those pictures I put on Facebook. Had the sunset working, lawn chairs out, and I opened up and went, oh,
oh, this is not what I ordered.
not what I was expecting.
No, but you mentioned the pictures you posted because that's how I have been keeping up with you. It looks like you've been gallivanting in the old beer V and having some fun excursions.
Yeah, we set that thing up so I can breathe in it. Got my own oxygen machine, and my providers, Rotec, they're good to me. They give me a lot of bottles when I need them. Regulators, whatever, head out. And we got it down to science. Liz is participating a lot more in the
I bet.
camping experience.
Yeah, she's having to pull her weight a little bit more with
She
the
is.
setup and everything.
She is. But I went this weekend on my own. I had a little struggle here and there, but I had some friends there at the festival who helped me out.
Nice.
Yeah, it's getting to the point, I think, freedom is coming back slowly but surely.
So where'd you go? What festival was
It
this?
was at Wilderness Adventure, great place up in Craig County. And it was the Dead Reckoning weekend.
Oh, that's right up your alley.
Oh my, and they played a great set. So there's apparently they're having another one June 24th, which is another cover. I want to say Cosmic Charlie, but don't quote me on that. But it's also the VW Van Fest. And that's the weekend of the 24th, which is right after my actual, not Huck's birthday, but Jeff's birthday. So I may go up there for that.
Are you sure the VW Van Fest isn't just up in Pulaski, right off of?
Oh my god, those vans!
They have
sitting there.
I
So
think they're
long.
gone.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
I don't.
I
make
haven't
my
been
way up
down there
that
in a
often.
while.
Somebody cleaned them out. Yeah, they're gone. Every single one.
I would imagine they probably cleaned up on that.
I bet.
I mean, even if they're not functioning at all,
These
you can still
yeah,
make
they're
some
still
money on those.
collectors.
Yeah, you got to be.
Obviously.
You average of $5,000 each.
At least, I
because
would think.
you can't get them.
Yeah. Well, and case in point, people have to get them ready for the
Yeah.
the VW.
If you got one of those, you got to have 5 to do the parts.
Mhm.
Switch them around like Jeeps.
One piece at a time.
My big old Jeep. I finally named my Jeep.
The new black one that you got?
it's the Black Crow.
Oh,
I'm a fan of crows. Not
Yeah.
necessarily the black crows. But
It took you a while to do that. That
It
seems
did.
so obvious.
I know. But I carry a crow with me when I go out on the road. Edgar Allan Crow.
oh yeah,
Yeah, he's my buddy.
that's nice.
I lost him once, but I found him.
As one does.
They do. It's like really good.
So what else is popping off in your world, man? I know you're still doing your business, but you're doing more delegating, I guess.
Yeah, well, I'm renovating. I got a lot of deferred maintenance on my real estate. So got a couple guys pretty good, and they're fixing me up. And I'm gonna either sell it or just kind of get it stable so I don't have to mess with it. And then my other business, I pretty much said, nah, I'm not gonna do any more security.
Donskis.
Nunskis. If you call me, and they want to do it, I'll tell them how to do it. Charge them to do that. But
Yeah.
I'm not,
Yeah, it's consulting.
not climbing ladders anymore.
Yeah, you're the consultant.
Right.
now.
I'm done climbing ladders. I don't even have my ladders. They're somewhere else.
Do you know where they're at?
Some of them. I actually have a 3-foot ladder so I can wash the windshield on the RV.
So
Bug heaven.
I know that Huck's excuse is he's been talking, but I'm empty. And over here, I see Nate. Looks like you barely even touched your barley wine. Are you not a big
Oh, was
fan?
I not supposed to fill it all the way to the top?
Good
I
one.
didn't really do that. No, I've been listening to Huck.
Yeah. Well, usually it's
And that's-
easier. It's more tolerable to do that. If you're
That's like-
sipping on the barley
I'm
wine.
captivated by what he's been
It's like
saying.
hearing
Fair
the
enough.
Philharmonic or the Huck Harmonic Orchestra.
Yeah, especially after it's been so long. It is so
It
good
has
to have
been
you
a
back in the
while.
studio, man. So that being said, I mean, I guess I could pour a little bit more in here.
Yeah, I
we're doing
poured too much.
thirds. We're doing
I poured
thirds.
too much. So.
Okay, well then I could maybe do a hair more for this first round. That being said, man, I mean, this is going to be an interesting show because I am a sucker for barley wine, big ABVs. And again, so British style. So this means this high wire one has no hops in it.
Or very
No
little
hops or
hops. It's going to be very malty
Yeah.
and maybe a little sweet.
I can
Whereas the Americans are going to be more hoppy and less sweet.
And where was yours from again, Nate?
Poland.
Hold on, so
But-
yours should be
But as I say,
sweet.
But that's
this
not-
one, it's American style.
I was gonna say
Is
it
it-
wouldn't be
First
British.
of all, I can tell because barley wine is one word,
there you go.
but
There you
also
go.
it's definitely got hops in it.
See how Nate pays attention.
Oh,
I
wait a
like
minute.
that.
Then I thought the barley wine is 2 words if it's the American one.
No, it's the British, but it may not be on yours because it's made in America.
I was gonna say
But
this
we-
is British style barley wine, 1 word.
Yeah, see, it should be 2 words if it's British style, in my opinion.
Interesting.
Yeah, I
Well,
looked
all
it
right,
up
well,
before
high wire, that might be a little dingy.
for once. I looked stuff up before I came to the show.
One dingy dingy.
Well, this it says brewed and canned by the 3 Ring Brewing Company
Where is that?
out of Asheville.
The circus.
So does that mean is high wire getting is the 3 Ring
Oh, right.
Brewing Company the guys that come around and can it?
I think Highwire is part of a consolidation. I think they did that a year or 2 ago. So they're not by themselves anymore.
This is one thing that I do miss about having you around, Huck, is that you were so much more abreast at the world of corporate and beer business and what's new and going on. So
Yes.
I might actually want to ask you
Well-
what's the latest in beer news lately. But first,
Bud Light. But I'll just leave that out there.
yeah, let's go ahead and untap these bad boys because I think it is think it is about that time. I mean, this one, as you said, it is more malty than hoppy. That's for damn sure. With this British style from Highwire Brewing, but as you would expect with the high ABV, I mean, you can definitely taste. You can taste that you're drinking a big beer, but it's going down super smooth and nice and easy.
What do you
I got
think?
some kind of caramel notes in there. You know, that's not too surprising, I suppose. Great color, beautiful beer. And I know I usually drink out of my cellar glass, but I feel like, you know, in this instance, you want more of the sifter side of a glass to drink out of. So I grabbed that one. It's good beer. I'm going to give it a 4.75 because I got a feeling one of these other ones is tastier. And you got to have room for to grow and show the appreciation of the barley.
You know my modus operation, where I always save the good beers for last.
Yeah, so I got a
There's also
feeling.
that.
I've got a feeling we're going up from here. But what do you think, Nate?
So barley wine for me is not one that I have a lot of experience with. I can't say that I've had a bad one. I've not really dove that deep. I can say that I find this absolutely delicious. Out of the ones I've had, this is the best. I find that a lot of times they end up either being kind of syrupy or too sweet. This is really crisp, which is why I think there's definitely some hoppage going on. It does have that kind of rich malty caramel flavor going on, and it's not like super hot. You can tell you're drinking something that's higher ABV, but it's not gonna. It could very well sneak up on you. I'm gonna give it a 4.75. It's pretty damn delicious.
I was gonna say you sound like you're basically saying everything that I said, so I figured it was going right about that same
it's
rating
delicious.
area.
Well, just to confirm Nate's opinion is, of course, being from Europe, that's going to be
That
what the crowd wants.
Mhm.
They want a crisper beer. I mean, that's what in all of Europe. I mean, a lot of breweries, a lot of brew bar pubs only have one beer, and it's always like pretty crisp. So anyway,
Mhm.
this one is the store, and I love these folks. That's a bad start, right? Yeah, but the beer is the beer is good. Okay, the beer is not bad, but the beer is a little thin for barley wine. The alcohol, like the one you guys have, is not really hitting me with a heat from the alcohol, so that's good. But I'm really not getting the whole complexity that one would expect
from a barley
from a
wine.
barley wine. I'm looking to see some weirdness. I don't know what it is when I taste it. So, but I'm going to give it a 4 because it's an excellent attempt.
Okay.
Excellent attempt. And I think it's only going to get better as he continues
Well,
to
yeah.
make
I
it.
mean, they're still. I mean, the fact that they're even
Making a barley
attempting
wine.
barley
Yeah,
wines, this early in the game is
Correct.
pretty impressive and ambitious. So
correct. So
it makes
everybody-
sense they're not going to hit it out of the park, at this stage.
No, hardly ever.
So, all right, well, that's awesome. It's funny you mention crispness and how things are for beer over in Europe, because when I was over in Prague for this marathon, I did decide to pick up a little something for you, Huck.
Well, I always like that.
Yeah. So I'll show you what that might be, and of course we'll have another round of barley wines. But per usual, we do allow the guest, which in this case you are the guest here, Huck. Pick the
nice.
song. So do you got an idea of what you want to hear?
As usual, no.
I
So wait a
always
minute.
like to put
John
it on the spot.
Barleycorn Must Die by the Grateful Dead, I believe.
The Dead? Is that who does that?
I think it
Is that who
is.
performs that
It
one?
might be the band. I don't know.
All right, well,
One
we'll
of the old
see.
times. If
We'll
you got
find
it,
We'll see. We'll
It's a
see
good
what
song.
we'll see what we can do for you there, Huckster. I know. I think we can somewhat break format in this instance.
yeah.
It's a special occasion.
We'll do a little Dead.
Maybe somebody did like a headbanging cover of it somewhere.
Oh, that would be sweet.
Let's
wouldn't
find that.
it? All right, we'll do a little Dead, and then we'll do a little drinking. It's Brewsday Tuesday with Huck right here on 105.3 The Bear. Stick around.